yeah, so here are the shoes. Yeah. Some people thought they were boots because they confused the socks here as part of the shoes, but these shoes are actually called gochin. So they're traditional Korean shoes worn during the Joseon era, and they kind of actually have, if you look at them from the side, they kind of point up a little bit. The toe part kind of points up a little bit, kind of like Arabian shoes, but not as dramatic. So that's gochin, and they usually like had like embroidered flowers on them, so I tried to show a little bit of that. And then the next part is the socks. Now the socks aren't really quite, it's more of a fusion design because they didn't really have those kind of patterns on the socks, but they're called dotboson. And the thing about Korean hanbok, Korean traditional dress, which I'll probably make a video about in my video essay channel, but they like to make patterns that are in 2D. So if you think about clothing patterns, they're often considering the 3-dimensional shape of the person who's going to wear them, and so I try to consider that. But with hanbok, what's interesting is they kind of have the designs very flat, so it's all 2-dimensional, so it's very easy to fold when I put them away. So these dotboson are the same way. They're like, it's basically 2 pieces together, like sewed together to make one sock. So it's very interesting, very 2-dimensional shape. That's why you have that very strong ridge in the front center. And next you kind of see the hem of the skirt here. I put some liberties with the hem of the skirt. Now I did take a lot of inspiration from princess dress designs from the Joseon dynasty. So they had a lot of gold trim and even would have like a pattern across the bottom here. So I did that with a bit of mushroom shape, and they always like to do embroideries. A lot of the princess skirts have like good fortune symbols as the embroidery on the skirts. Yeah, there's me moving. Now this next part is the top layer of the skirt. This is not traditional at all. I just did that to the what's it? To add some like fusion elements in there, as well as some more fall colors. And we do see some ribbons here, which is a nod to a lot of the ribbon shapes in Korean hanbok. But these are not traditional, but I'll show the traditional ones soon. You can already see my tails flowing. Alright, and then the next part, this part here is called the jogori. As I said before, the jogori, this one is the more princess type or the royal type design. So this one has the emblem here. Actually, if you look at kings or queens, the emblem in the center would actually have a dragon. And then for princesses, they would have like flowers or other kinds of fancy designs. And so it's definitely more princess-like. And then you see the half ribbon here that's tying the jogori together. That's called an otgorum. It's well known for having, the otgorum is well known for having that half ribbon shape. So yeah, I remember having to tell my artist, explaining like what that is. I was like, oh, it's not supposed to be a bow. It's literally just half of a bow. It's on purpose. We see some like nods to the embroider work with the outfit as well. We like to have the white collar. Now I will say a few things about the jogori style and hanbok is that some of it is sort of similar to Ming Dynasty wear as well. So there's sometimes a lot of debate about whether it's Chinese or Korean, but that's just stupid. Cultural exchange is just a normal part of things. But what makes this specifically more Korean Joseon style more than Ming style is the white border at the neckline. That is uniquely Korean. It's from the Goguryeo era at the least. We don't have as many artifacts from before Goguryeo, so we can't say, but at least from the Goguryeo era, it has been a part of Korean costume. Yeah. And then finally, my beautiful face. Hello. Hi. All right. So I took some liberties here as well. Now the hairpin design I cannot take credit for. Someone else did that. I'll show that in the credits as well later on today. But the hair ornaments were designed by someone else. But they are loosely inspired by Minyo design, just as the hairpins in Korea. But wouldn't be this fancy though. It would actually be asymmetrical. Only one side would usually be super fancy and the other side would just not. So It's actually a little bit more like Chinese style to have it symmetrical like this. And then I have my like hair piece right here in the top middle, right here. That is inspired by like the princess hair piece. It didn't look like this, but it's like a more modernized version of that. So yeah, it's very pretty. Are y'all ready for the presentation? I did the stereotypical VTuber presentation. I'm an ancient autumn spirit Gumiho who's obsessed with storytelling in all forms. I'm over 1,444 years old. Why I picked that number? I just think it's funny. I just like seeing a bunch of 4s together, but I also don't like seeing a bunch of 4s together. It's, you know, it's a love-hate relationship, I think. My birthday is already passed. It's October 16th. Thank you to everyone who did attend my birthday. Great. Languages, English and Korean. 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 Gaeulsky 팬지아입니다. That's probably the first time a lot of you have heard me speak Korean. But yes, there it is. And then of course my mascot animal is the fox. We don't have a name for little Foxy here, so you might help me pick a name. All right. I mostly play RPGs, visual novels, engage with anything with a story, and I like to create video essays. I've already started doing that on one of my YouTube channels. Alright. Lore. So Korean food. I couldn't pick a favorite Korean food. I literally cannot. So yeah. That's just the way it is. And I mean, my go-to orders, depending on the restaurant, are probably, it depends on my mood, okay? It depends on my mood. Sometimes I just want comfort, and so I go with like kimchi bokkeumbap, which is like Korean kimchi fried rice. And there's also another thing that I personally like a lot is godeungeo, which is grilled mackerel. I know some people think it's really fishy, but I like it. Next is ramyeon. I know it's spelled ramen, which is like the Japanese pronunciation, I think, but I call it ramyeon. I love it. I'm a little bit picky. I'm a little bit picky when it comes to my ramyeon, though. My favorite is the Pumuan brand, which I've been kind of showing to my friends. It's like, it's dry, and it's dry noodles instead of fried, so you actually feel like it's healthier. But also the flavors are just really good. Like, they have high quality ingredients. And then of course I like writing and reading. I haven't been able to write a lot this year, which is different from what I wanted to do. Reading, dude, I actually made a tweet about this, that I haven't been reading as much as I used to when I was a kid. So I do want to go back into reading. I was just reminiscing over like some classic literature novels with my friends a few days ago. And, you know, we're just talking about like Wuthering Heights, with the movie that just came out that I have opinions about, but we'll go into that later. And as well as like Jane Austen novels and Dickens novels. I just want to go back to that world. It was great. And also my favorite book, personally, people might think it's Lord of the Rings, and I really do love Lord of the Rings. But my favorite novel is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a bit of a darker story, very in the protagonist's head, and he has a lot of dark thoughts, but I like it. Anyway, drawing, of course I like drawing. I did not draw this model. That wouldn't be right for me to say that, but I drew the design for this model. I love looking at beautiful art. That connects to my drawing hobby, but even if I wasn't able to draw, I think I would still love to look at beautiful art. I love going to museums. I love going to performances. I like well-made film and well-made character designs. So yeah, that matters to me a lot. And of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and we can go into a whole spiel about the philosophy of aesthetics, but we're not gonna do that today. And then next is Nendoroid figures. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I did not put a picture of my Nendoroid collection. And I got an email earlier saying that Sunday and Robin are coming in. I'm like, oh, just in time for Christmas. I might actually display those. Because they're like little angel figures, I think. It'll be perfect for Christmas. Waking up early. I like the idea that when I wake up early, I feel like I have more time to do everything that I want to do. Sometimes I wake up as early as 4 a.m. so I can just like get things done like super early in the morning. It's been getting harder for me to do that though with the cold weather and the darker hours. And then learning new things. I love learning new things because it's just a matter of. And then K-dramas and anime, I love them. I have not been keeping up with my anime though. I was like in the middle of watching Apothecary Diaries, and then I got busy and so I couldn't keep up, so I need to binge watch the rest of that. And then K-dramas, especially historical, like I said, I just love historical stuff. Speaking of reading and historicals, I was talking with someone about how I read all the Shakespeare plays. I read his entire like book of plays, right? I mean, it's not a book. He didn't intend it to be a book, but you know what I mean. I've read all of his plays, but my favorites were the historical setting ones, particularly the War of the Roses era plays, but also like the older ones like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony and Cleopatra. Oh my gosh. Fluorescent lights. I'm telling you, I hate them. I want to have them all replaced and gotten rid of. The fluorescent lights in my office, or not my home office, but like my work office, are just worst. I can't stand them. It gives me a headache, and I'm pretty sure my desk plants also hate them. So it's just great. Soggy foods. I don't like the texture of soggy foods. One of my least favorites growing up was green beans, but I actually like green beans. If you pan fry them or like roast them in the oven, they're great. But when I was growing up in school, they would give us like these disgusting, soggy, mushy green beans, and they tasted like mush and was disgusting. Yeah, artificial synthetic flavors and smells. There's a few I actually don't mind, but there's like the ones that smell like plasticky or like tastes like it's not real. Like I'm very picky with my chocolate, for example. Like in America, you're not allowed to label something as chocolate unless it has real cacao in it, which is a good thing. One of the few good rules we have. So there are a few chocolates that don't call themselves chocolate because they're not legally allowed to. They're just called like chocolatey or chocolate flavored or something like that. Those are so gross. All right, busy work. I hate busy work. Like having to do tasks that could be done so much more efficiently or didn't have to really be done in this certain way. I hate that. Don't experience that as much anymore. I still have a few of those things at work, but it's not as big of a deal. But when I was at school, there was so many of those things. I did not like that. Alright, getting and being sick. I hate that. If anyone knows me, I am going like a mile a minute every single day. I try to do. And then for clips, the hashtag is going to be hashtag Gaeulsky Tales. And then memes is going to be hashtag Foxfoolery. I do have Oshi marks. I put falling leaves and the cloud as my Oshi marks. And then for rules, I mean, obviously besides the chat rules and the in my About Me page on Twitch, obviously the panel rules, that's there. Read those. I don't think I should have to read them out loud on stream. We'll see. But there, and you might notice some new panel arts there if you scroll down to that section on my Twitch page. And then for shipping art, because that's the thing that happens in VTuber culture. I prefer not to be shipped with other creators or with real people. I think it's weird. I mean, it's not my thing. I think and I don't want to police what other people do in their other fandoms, but yeah, I don't like that. Now, I don't mind ship art of fictional characters that I simp for. So, like, obviously, people who know me know that I love Harumasa. So, if you figure out how to make my design mesh with Harumasa, then you know, that's fine. The way these rules work is that you're fine to do whatever you want in the comfort of your own home, right? Like, if you decide to write a fanfic and never show it to me, then it's not really my problem, right? Like, I can't tell you what to do in your own home. But when it comes to, like, using my official hashtags or showing fan art in my official fan art tag, right? Then that's, like, literally showing me stuff that I don't want to see. So then that's not good, right? If you make your own fandom space, let's say you ship me with another VTuber or something and you make your own ship tag, then, you know, then I can just mute the tag, right? It's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna go to your place and be like, oh, you're not allowed to do that! You can't do... No, No, that's not how it works, okay? You can curate your own space just like how I can curate my own space. So, that's how it works. Alright. Same thing with NSFW. I didn't put that in the rules, but I'm not interested in seeing NSFW of me. But if you decide to write or draw something that's NSFW and put it in your own like secluded space, that is, you know, technically okay because I don't know about it. If I don't know about it, then it's, you know, then I'm okay with it. Okay. All right, mascot. I don't have any mascot name ideas. I put a few. I put Cloud Kits, Cloud Tails, Zero Foxes. And then this is a Korean word, so I thought, I don't know if y'all want to use it. Actually, let me put chat back. No, actually, no, I won't. Gurumis. So it's gurumis, which is like the word for cloud in Korean. Well, not ease, but the gurum. Gurum is the word for cloud. And then I would be like, gurumis, hello gurumis, welcome in gurumis. I don't know. It sounds cute, but I don't know if y'all will be able to say it. Gurumis, yeah, that's like the closest way to say it, but it's not oo, it's gurumis. Gurumis, yeah. How I say the word not ooh. Can y'all even hear the difference? Gurumis is so cute though. It is very cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bertum. That's one way to write it out. Alright, goals. My goals are to inspire others to create their own things. I do want to publish an original story. Actually, in early 2025, that was one of my goals, is to like write the first draft of one of my novel ideas. But obviously I got busy with other things, so that didn't work out. But maybe 2026, you know? Release an album with Korean fusion songs is another of my goals. Return to music composition and performance. I mean, I do a little bit of performance, I guess, but music composition is something that I learned when I was quite young and did actually explore a lot with. If some of you might have come across my SoundCloud, where I put in my like digitally created music. Did you make a vote on the mascot name at one point? Yeah, we should. Do you want to see the different options or not? Voice act in a game, show, or movie. This is just for fun. I don't think I want to be like a bona fide voice actor per se, but having that kind of experience for at least once would be really cool. Especially, I think game is probably the most likely because I do have some connections in the visual novel space, but yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Develop more skills as an artist, obviously. I always want to improve more and more in my art skills. That's always important. Spread more knowledge about my cultures, history, and art, which I'm already kind of doing with my video essay channel. That's great. Make a decent living off of content creation. We're gonna talk about numbers, right? I mean, people sometimes try to hide this part of like their goals for VTubing, but I think it's fair to just say it. Like, I want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money? And same thing, get monetized on both my YouTube channels. I'm already monetized on one. And then get partner on Twitch. I've been affiliate on Twitch for I think 4 years now, so it's been great. Especially with my increased consistency this year. I've been seeing a lot more. All right, finally, this is a wonderful credits slide. Model art and rigging is by Gaeulsky Studios. Their Twitter is @IamGaeulsky. Hair ornament design is by @MeTV_. And they're also called MTV over on VGen, which has made for some very funny misunderstandings because MTV is a well-known television channel in America. The overlays and logo design is done by Happy Arts. Yes, Glorp that's been their PFP this entire time. So every time the more I've been seeing your glorps, I keep thinking it's happy. I'm like, oh, it's happy. Wait, you're not happy. And then logo animation was done by EliodFX. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, they still show a lot more of their work in Twitter as well. And then there's a few, I guess, teasers, in this credit list, because not everything that's in the works is actually ready to be launched just yet. But mascot character design you did see is Ikorin. There is a mascot-based stream avatars in the works. So if y'all remember, I used to have like the little stream avatars thing, where little like chibi pixel foxes would walk around the bottom. So I wanted to make my own like unique like based on the mascot design. So that's actually in the works right now. So look forward to that. And if you are subbed on Twitch, then you'll be, or like are giving me money in some way, like Ko-Fi membership or YouTube membership, whatever it is, you would be able to see like the early design concept for the stream avatars in my Discord server. Weapon design? Oh, I did not show my weapon yet. I did not show it yet. It's ZZZ Tear. Live 2D rigging of that weapon was by Daft Shoe. Microphone asset, that's actually ready. I think you might see it in my ref sheet, but I don't know if I'll use it today. I don't know. The room background is also still in the works, but it will come out soon. Animated screens, you did get to see the starting. BRB and ending are pretty similar. So yeah, that's that. As I continue, the stinger, as you see, is by Hanuya, but the BGM for that stinger is actually done by Horo, and Horo did all the other stream BGMs as well. The stream BGMs are so this is actually done by Tixiel. Twitch panels, the new ones, are done by Mew Mew. On the Twitch channel points icon, I don't know if y'all have noticed, there's a new channel points icon, and it's called, it's been done by I Am Charmy. There's also new Twitch sub badges, and that's done by Stardust Corner. The bits badges are still in the works, but I also don't think anyone is yet qualified to have a bits badge just yet. I might be wrong, maybe some of the like lower tiers have a badge technically, but that's in the works. Schedule is also, oh, I think I might have to check my messages to see if my schedule is ready. Oops. And then debut is their BB Duck, is the person who did the debut slides that you're seeing right now. VTuber lore conceptualization. I actually kind of got some brainstorming tips from Justamoni, and Justamoni actually does stream on Twitch as well, so they're giving them a follow. The lore video art, animation, and video editing was all done by the Cooler TOT. They are really great, very talented, very receptive to all the feedback I had. The lore video score was done by Animeda. The translation of the script, because I actually wrote the script originally in English, and while I am sort of proficient in Korean, not proficient enough to make like a historically sounding tale, so I had the translation done by Inept Delicacy, and then the male voices and male characters were voiced by Suchun Voice. So yeah, it was a lot of coordination, and it was all done by me, and I was like partly wishing that I had a manager, but I managed through. I don't know, does this show that I'm good at managing? Does anyone want me to manage their debut? Because that was crazy. So I did like show like my tails were moving, tails coming back. What else? There's my ears removal. Oh no, I'm a human now. This is my human disguise. It looks a little odd without the ears though, doesn't it? This is no ornaments for my earring. Does the hair go away? No, I do not have a ball toggle. I know you're so excited. This is my... Huh? This is my, like, more smiley than usual, though I can also just smile, and it'll smile anyway. Like, sad. I can also just make a sad face regardless, but if I want to make like a permanent sad face without moving my eyebrows, I can do that. And then, yeah, there's no bald toggle lathe. How dare you want me to be bald? I'll never be bald. I'll never be bald. Alright, there's my tails. Alright, and then... This is the moment of truth, I think. Oh gosh. Voila! It's my weapon! What do y'all think? Yeah, if you watched my recent video about foxes in Korean folklore, they have like a fox bead, so this is my fox bead. It's sort of inspired by Genshin Catalyst designs, but yeah, that's the fox bead. Has all my powers. Whee! Let me see it again. Whee! There you go.